What's going on, guys? RBG here, bringing you more news on the upcoming Transformers movies. The race has officially begun, and eventually Paramount will start revealing the upcoming Transformers TF projects, and rightfully so, everyone is excited to see what they have to offer because it's been like 3 years since Bumblebee was released, and we just want to know what these upcoming films will consist of. Will they continue in the Bayverse or the Bverse? Or will they be a reboot featuring a brand new timeline and art design? There's also the release dates that we're very curious about, and we just so happen to have news on some of those details, so stay tuned. Now before we get started on the video, I gotta give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, TubeBuddy. As a successful YouTube user, I often get questions asking what I use to get my videos tons of views, and the answer to that is TubeBuddy. This thing has helped me take my channel to the next level in ways I never imagined. It's a browser extension that helps new and experienced YouTubers grow fast and optimize their channels. I've been using this extension for years, and it's constantly getting updated with new features, like the SEO tool that helps me come up with the perfect title, description, and tags to get more people to click on my videos. It even provides you with analytics besides your videos to see how much traffic your video is generating from various social media sites. The extension is absolutely free, but as a special offer, we're giving a 50% discount for channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers that purchase the Pro upgrade. All you have to do is enter in the code RisingStarBuddy. So if you're interested in starting a YouTube channel or taking your content to the next level, download the extension now. You can do so by clicking on this link that'll be provided in the description of this video. But yeah guys, as I was saying, we have multiple Transformers movies coming down the pipeline. Paramount announced that there would be one Transformers film which will be released on June the 24th, 2022 as reported by Deadline. When this was announced, there were two separate films under the franchise that are reportedly active in the works, a sequel to Bumblebee and a Beast Wars film. However, the details were scarce as to which film would be making its way to theaters next year. Reportedly, there would be a reboot of the whole franchise. In an exclusive from The Hollywood Reporter, one of the two films announced by Paramount in 2021 would not be connected to the main Transformers series. The standalone film would be under the direction of Angel Manuel Soto and the script of Marco Ramirez. Along with these films, an untitled prequel film having the working title of Transformers 1 would be under Toy Story 4's Joss Cooley's direction. It's said to be an animated film where it would focus on the origin story from Cybertron to introduce where Optimus Prime and Megatron first linked up. This film is likely to be separate from the live-action series and would be under Paramount and E1 and Hasbro, and this thing has kind of gone a little under the radar, which is totally understandable because this is one of those projects that was briefly mentioned in the articles, but it was never really harped on to the same extent as the other two projects that are live-action. There was no details on exactly what type of art style they'd be going for or the actual release date. But now we finally have those details. According to TFW 2005, this animated feature film is set to be released in 2023, which is a year after the upcoming live-action film starring Anthony Ramos. From what's been reported by Deadline, the executive producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, who's essentially been tied to every live-action TF film in the past, won't be the producer to this film, which is a huge win for those who grew tired of that formulaic nature of the previous installments. One of the biggest roadblocks stopping us from getting a film set on Cybertron and a potential Beast Wars film was him. Like, I vividly remember him shooting down the idea of a film focusing on the origins of Optimus Prime, and the suggestion that a Beast Wars film wouldn't work. And you guys already know how I feel about Beast Wars. I think I've spoken my piece more than one occasion, so I'm not gonna go there again. But it's just great to hear that the studio is finally opening up to trying more things this time around. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we would love to see a story from the comics, something other than the usual human and robot dynamic that involves explosions. So this new quote-unquote animated feature film that's supposed to be set on Cybertron is going to be a breath of fresh air. It seems like Paramount is going to continue with the plan of releasing a TF film on a yearly basis, which I had a nagging suspicion they would do, because an animated film would take less time to make, not to mention that it wouldn't cost nearly as much as a live action picture. But then again, it could be one of those bigger animated projects that require a lot of time. A good example would have to be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Like, that film took a couple years to produce just to get that staticky 12 frame per second look. And by the time the second installment comes out in the year 2022, it'll have been 4 years since the first film released. So depending on the art direction this animated project goes in, it could be on that same level. And I'm thinking it'll be that way to some extent, since this project is being directed by the guy who did Toy Story 4, which is one of the bigger CG animated movies. If it does turn out to be a CG animated movie, I would like it to be a hybrid that features some forms of cel shading to capture that comic book look. And from time to time, they can sort of switch to the traditional 2D animation to give it a more stylistic approach. It's been over a decade since we've had a TF show or movie that's been done in classical 2D, and I think it's time to return to that format. But anyways guys, that's all I have for you today. We finally have two films that have confirmed release dates. What do you think about it? Are you glad we're getting an origin story for Optimus and Megatron? And is 2023 too far off? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, I ask you to like or dislike this video. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up, it can be a thumbs down. Any feedback is good feedback and will only help me improve on future videos. But if you really enjoyed this video, it would help me out tremendously if you shared it with all your friends and followers on social media. Sharing really makes a difference. But once again, this is your boy RBG signing in on another short video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.